to fight in the Spanish Civil War on the side of the anarchists. That's how dedicated he was, and he died there. So I'm talking about a family that has real leftist chops, real anarchists. Anarchists who were, and socialists who were not fighting about synthesized issues. They were fighting to survive in a cold water railroad flat. And so these piss-ass issues that they synthesized in some Soros-funded think tanks that sway issues piss me the fuck off. I told you I was going to rant. Never heard me talk like that, have you? I can curse with the best of them. I know what socialism is supposed to be, and I know what anarchism is supposed to be, and I know what the real issues are. And when I see the farce that it has become, my blood boils. I am offended. Yeah, I'm offended by these phony-ass, green-haired, transsexualized freaks and weirdos who call themselves anarchists and prevent the real issues from being addressed, because that is their job. They are sent in agents of the billionaires to sway the discussion from the real issues. Thanks to Antifa, thank you very fucking Antifa much, we are now further away from the possibility of an anarchist society than we have been in the last 200 years. You single-handedly destroyed every anarchist hope. And that's your fucking job, and I'm calling you out for what you are. Soros-paid agents. You are not anarchists. You are a shame to everything that my family has stood for 4 generations. And what I still believe in with all of my heart. I know that today Emma and Sasha and Malatesta, Bookchin, Average would all be kicked off your lists and canceled. Well, fuck you. You are not anarchists. Anarchism is not about being as weird and bizarre and belligerent as absolutely possible. It's about being sovereign. It's about recognizing your own sovereignty and the sovereignty of everyone else. And all things are on the table for discussion, and every voice is not only tolerated, but listened to. There were anarchists who called Emma Goldman and Sasha and Alexander Berkman and another friend of his with whom the three of them were living, the menage a trois were living as a couple. There were anarchists that called them degenerates. She never denounced them as anarchists, not being anarchist. The fact that that they were not able to accept her sexual orientation did not make her nullify them as anarchists. She understood that nobody, but nobody, can be anarchist enough in every single way. So the fact that they were sexually intolerant did not bring her to a point where she canceled them off her group and blocked them because they didn't accept her sexuality. She was happy to have them on board as anarchists for the real stuff that matters, and that means the economic stuff, and that means the social stuff. As a result of your being swayed by all kinds of synthesized issues, the ruling class is richer and more powerful than they have ever been, because you are such phony piss-ass nothings. The Christian right feels that they are morally superior to leftists, and that boils my blood. Because you behave the way you do and make anarchism into a farce, a contest of who can be more bizarre and more belligerent and more lobotomized. The things that are getting done are not getting done, and the anarchism has never been more remote than it is today. And it's the fault of Antifa. There are people, when they look at you, they beg to be wage slaves for capitalists. That if you're the alternative, they are grateful to be wage slaves. I'm calling you out. When Bette Midler recently made a statement that was important to cisgendered women, that is to say, and you can get as mad at me as you like, real women. She was silenced by fake women who are also fake anarchists and fake socialists and agents of people like George Soros. She couldn't get what needed to be said to protect biological women because of you bullshit artists. And I'm calling you out. And I have the right to call you out because I have paid my anarchist and socialist dues. I've been a communist anarchist all of my adult life. And you don't belong. And I know in my heart that you waited for Bookchin and Average to die to roll out this bullshit of yours, and I'm not standing for it. I'm calling you out for the phony Soros on his payroll bullshit artists that you are. Anarchism is too important. Anarcho-communism is too important. If Kropotkin were alive today, you'd cancel him. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you to hijack what we have worked for 250 years? Bakunin wouldn't be invited into one of your rallies because he's too real. I'm calling you out. You're not anarchists. You're Soros salaried agents. End of rant.